Hey YouTube, it's Sean, and I got me an RC car again. Like I needed another one, but this little motor, when I got it, it turned, and I got it running. It didn't run well. It ran, let's say it ran and stopped, and I think that's the carburetor right here. This carburetor, I think that needs to be cleaned out. I think it would run fine if the carburetor was cleaned. However, I let it sit around too long. Let me turn this radio down. There we go. Anywho, guys, I let it sit around too long after running it. I put after run oil in there in the carburetor. I just took the glow plug out. Now, it wasn't setting open with no glow plug, to make that clear. But and it wasn't setting without an air cleaner on it. I just actually took it off the little Chaos car. I just took it off this little car, and it had all the parts on it, and everything was enclosed. However, after running it, I put oil down that little carburetor, but man, this thing is frozen solid. It will not turn. So this is part one, dude. We're gonna take and show you guys RC stuff. I have quite a collection of them. I built my wife a truck, and we're gonna work on this little car and see if we can get this. I don't know why I'm mucking with this motor so much, but I am, because I know it runs. I know it's got good compression. It's not wore out by any means. It's got good power. But I did, years ago, I did buy this motor. And it's a little 0.5 cc. What do you think of that, guys? 0.5 cc. Beyond, blows your mind a little bit, don't it, guys? Anyway, it's new in the box. Oops, sorry guys. It's new in the box, all bubble wrapped. Carburetor, starter, everything. Probably gonna go with this, but I do want to get that motor to freed up to where, you know, at least it turns. And it's, I know this motor's integrity is good. Ran good, had good power, and I'm gonna go ahead and get this thing to where at least it turns, and we'll update you after that. Call this part one of RC fun. But yeah, that motor is solid. I mean, it is. I'm gonna take the motor apart. I'm gonna take the back plate off first, and might have to take the head off. We're gonna go from there. But yeah, I love these little Nitro. You know, for the price of batteries these days, those little Nitro motors are the way to go. Batteries are getting really expensive, and the Nitro motors, now they put out good power, and they have just as long a life as a battery does. So I just like the Nitro. Now, I built this for my wife. This is a very, very experimental. However, I do know it runs very well. And what I done is I took a HPI Savage truck, and I ended up incorporating. Let's pull the gas tank off, guys, and I'll show you what I did. I ended up incorporating a Traxxas starter, electric start from a Traxxas, right there, onto a Savage 25 truck. It's kind of unheard of. I don't think anybody's ever tried it or done it. But I'm telling you, it works very well. All I had to do is modify a few things. I got a K&N air filter on it. But had to modify the gas tank. In other words, I had to put a heat sink on the side of it. A little bit of aluminum. But this thing is a really go-getter. It runs really well. And let's listen to it turn over. Yep, there's it turning over. That's it turning over. But yeah, the electric starter works very much better than the pull start they come with. The pull starters are getting to where they're upwards to $30. So I figured, you know what? Let's just put a electric starter on there from a Traxxas. I had to do a little machine work on the back plate, and these are the back plates right here. Had to do a little machine work, but man, it works so much better. But yeah, let's free this motor up and see what we can do. You know, worst case scenario, we'll have to use the new motor, but hey, that's fine. I think the only thing wrong with this motor is this carburetor needs to be disassembled and needs to be soaked in alcohol, which is unheard of for a gas motor, I know, but these guys run on methane. You know, they run on alcohol basically. So yeah, this thing needs to be soaked in alcohol and blowed out real good, dried out, reassembled. I think it'll run fine. However, the stuck problem, I think it's probably the crank or the bearings. I don't think it's the piston. I think it's a back plate bearing or a front bearing. We'll find out. But thanks, guys, and we're going to introduce you to fixing some RC stuff. So there you go. Little tiny motor, 0.5 cc. Now, the truck I showed you over there that we ran the starter on, that there is 3.5. It throws out 3.5 horsepower at 38,000 RPM. Alright, I'll let you gather your thoughts on that one until I post another video. 3.5 horsepower, 38,000 RPM. We're talking cooking, dude. Alright, guys, we'll get back to you. Call this part 1 of RC fun. Take care, guys. Bye.